algebra students, we are going to continue in chapter 1. We are looking at this section right here, 1.4, talking about properties of real numbers. So let's dive into our notes, and as we're getting there, I'm going to be giving you guys short little videos of these sections. I'm not going to try to make one big entire video. I'm just going to keep them very small and short, and you guys can refer back to them as you do your assignment. So 1.4, talking about properties of real numbers. We're going to talk about the purpose is going to be talking about properties, and I'm just going to put in here properties of addition and multiplication. Okay, to review some of the concepts that you've learned in your middle school. Little warm up, 34 plus 12, is that going to be the same or not equal to 12 plus 34? And hopefully you guys realize that, yeah, you can do that. You can rewrite that and it would be this exact same outcome. If I drop down to the next one, 100 minus 1 and 1 minus 100, would they have the same result? And of course they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Check your calculator. Go ahead and plug it in. One's going to be 99, one's going to be negative 99. The one below this, 0 plus 180 and 180. Is that going to be the same outcome? And it is. They're equal. That is true. That works. Right column, if we have 18 divided by 1 over 18, is that going to equal 1? And we're going to get into that, but that is not going to equal 1. That is not going to equal 1. Just to give a little reference here, 18 divided by 1/18, that's a complex fraction. Complex means a fraction within a fraction. What you can do is take 18, and hopefully you remember that you can take your big division bar, make it multiplication, but if you do that, you got to take your denominator and apply the reciprocal. So it's really 18 times 18, and that is not going to equal 1. All right, down from this one, 45 minus 1 equals, no, that doesn't make any sense. That's not going to be the same. And then 6 times 1/6, does that equal 1? Well, if you make 6 into a fraction, and you were to multiply your fractions, meaning the numerator times the numerator and the denominator times the denominator, you're going to end up with a 6 divided by 6. And that does equal 1. Okay, so just knowing some of these properties, let's go over these examples here. Let's talk about the properties. 2 in particular, and then I'm going to end this tutorial and I'll pick up after that. But the commutative property, there's the addition and multiplication. The commutative property looks like this. A plus B equals B plus A. And we just kind of referenced that above. I could have 2 plus 3, and that's the same thing as 3 plus 2. So commutative is reverse the order. Some people call it like the commuting. You go from home to school and then school to home. It's the same distance. If you talk about multiplication, the commutative for multiplication, that would look like A times B. Is that the same thing as B times A? And of course that is. That is the same thing. And again, if I use 2 times 3, that's the same thing as 3 times 2. The associative property. Associative property looks like this. It's associative. It's think of it as grouping. You associate with a group of friends. I'll just put down 2 plus 3 plus 4 would be the same thing as 2 plus 3 plus 4. So my grouping of 2 and 3, the addition part, then I add it to 4, versus group the 3 and 4 and then add the 2 would be the same result. That's the associative property. For multiplication, it looks like this. With multiplication and your grouping, again, you could have your grouping of 2 times 3 times 4 It's the same thing as 2 times 3 times 4. If you are grouping the first two together to get 6 and then times 4 to get 24, versus if you group these two together, you get 12. 2 times 12 is, again, 24. So that does work. It doesn't work for addition. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for subtraction, nor division. Okay, I'm going to stop the tutorial here and pick up with more properties. So I'll catch up with you guys in the next tutorial.